coast to coast, people all across the country are affected by food insecurity. Many are children right here in our own backyard.
Our next guest, Susan Dublin, the regional coordinator with the Food Bank for Central and Northeast Missouri, has information on how you can join the fight to end child hunger.
So what are you doing Saturday, April 25th? I am pleased to have Susan Dublin join us. She has a great activity for anyone in all ages. So Susan, thanks for coming and joining us.
Well, thank you for having me.
So let's talk about the Bunny Run.
The Bunny Run, ConAgra's third annual. It's very exciting.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And this year it benefits the Food Bank for Central and Northeast Missouri. And the run has changed a little bit.
It's competitive this year.
It is a competitive run this year. We will have bibs for everyone with their numbers on them, and they have pull tags on them, and we'll be taking times. We have timers. We have professional people at the end that will be, collecting everything and have all the timing down. And so it's a very well thought through run, and we've changed locations.
Yes, it's at the Long Branch Lake. What better place to run or walk?
I'm hoping for a beautiful day, because I can't imagine anything more fun than running across the bridge or the dam.
Mm-hmm.
And looking out on the lake, and there's just beautiful animals out there. I mean, it's just a beautiful setting. It'll just be gorgeous.
It will be gorgeous, absolutely. So, and this is for males, females, children of all ages?
It certainly is, because the walk is a 1 mile walk, and everything will end at the pavilion. Mm-hmm. And they're going to have games and egg hunts and different things for the kids that day, even though it's a little past Easter. But they wanted to move it to a time period when hoping that it would be a little warm. Last year it was a little cool, so hopefully moving it back a couple of weeks will make it warmer.
Mm-hmm. So, and this is to benefit the food bank. Let's talk about the proceeds and how much it costs to participate.
It's $20 to register in advance, and we will be taking registration that day at 7 a.m. and you can register for $25 that day.
Very good.
And ConAgra has their Hunger Stops Here. That's their big campaign. It's a national campaign, and they do a wonderful job promoting events year-round here, I know, in Macon. Mm-hmm. And they help the Macon County Ministries and the Buddy Packs and everything in this area.
So it's very good. So registration starts at 7?
Starts at 7 a.m.
And the race starts at 8?
8 a.m.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And even though it is competitive, it's still a fun run.
It'll still be a good time.
Yeah.
We'll still make sure that everybody has a good time. We have medals to give this year. We'll have a plaque for the top female and male runners. And so I think it'll be a lot of fun.
And it's all for a great cause.
It is for a wonderful cause. $1 equals 15 pounds with the food bank. So, all of the contributions and all of the fees will help to buy more food for this area.
So if someone does want to pre-register, where can they go to sign up, or what do they need to do?
The registration forms are, I believe they're on the ConAgra website. You can also find them on the food bank's website. And the forms have, on the registration form, it has the address for ConAgra and Jessica Claybrook, and you can email them to her, you can mail them to her, whatever works.
All right, so mark your calendars. Saturday, April 25th. It's happening at Long Branch, and like Susan said, it's a beautiful place. It's just would be a fun time if you want to compete, if you want to bring your family out. It could be all that and more. And it's an Easter egg hunt, a little bit of egg hunt. So
a little bit of everything. It should be a really good time.
Okay, all right. Well,
we're
Susan,
looking forward to it.
Yes, thank you so much, and thank you for letting us know about this so we can help promote it and get the word out on that.
Well, it's wonderful. We're really excited about it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thanks again, Susan. Take action, make a difference, get involved.
AARP Representative Gene Jones, along with Mickey Shipp, join us now with another Volunteering in the Valley opportunity and the importance of serving as boards for nonprofit organizations.
Welcome. It's time once more for Volunteering in the Valley. This is a cooperative broadcast brought to you by CVTV and the Long Branch area chapter of AARP. We try to bring you something different, about your opportunities for volunteering in the community. Today, our topic is going to be volunteering for the boards for our local nonprofit agencies. They're very diverse, there are very many, and they are all required by law to have a board. So let's start off by thinking about what some of those organizations are. It's everything from your local rural fire department to NECAC, which is the action agency for our 12-county area, to our public library. There are lots of things that are nonprofits that we may not think of, and we may just kind of take them for granted because they're such an important part of our community and they fulfill such important needs and services. Today we have with us Mickey Shipp. Mickey has quite a lot of experience serving on boards for some of our nonprofits. Mickey, tell me a little bit about some of the nonprofits that you serve on the board and what your experiences have been.
I serve on various boards that range from providing GED services to community action agencies to AARP activities, etc. And basically, in a short nutshell, being on a board involves helping to formulate policies for the organization. We're also involved in doing a lot of public relations to advance the causes of the organization, monitoring the financial health to be sure it's viable for the future, also to make sure that the organization is fulfilling its mission by executing the programs it's supposed to be doing. And finally, in some cases, especially in smaller organizations, you will help with daily activities. That could be anything from helping with some public relations, some fundraising, some office work, things like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know also with some of the larger agencies, one of the jobs of the board is to choose and supervise the director, who in turn is responsible for hiring and firing personnel, directing the daily activities, and managing the budget. So it's a really big job, and there are some kind of special skills involved in some of those boards. I know you may, for instance, on a large board have committees that would include a group that specialize in overseeing the finance, or you may have a personnel committee that assists with managing the personnel policies, not the personnel directly so much, but the personnel policies. What skills have you found useful, and what would you recommend to somebody who is thinking that they might be interested in becoming part of a board?
Well, first off, you have to have a passion for the cause, the mission of that organization. That'd be the number one qualification. In other words, you got to believe in their mission and what they are doing. In addition to that, some business skills such as administrative work, financial budgeting, maybe some marketing, public relations, all of that is important to serving on the board. But all in all, it's a willingness to work and to help an organization out and to share the passion.
Right, and I think another area that is useful to somebody who would want to serve on one of these boards is having a real good sense of their community, what their community needs and wants, and how that organization can serve those needs best. And also to help organizations cooperate on projects that might be too large or too ungainly for any one organization to handle alone. I've seen some wonderful examples in this area of organizations partnering to make things happen that wouldn't have happened had only one organization or agency tried to meet that need. I saw something in one of the local publications just last week. A couple of organizations looking for people to volunteer to be nominees, for instance, for the Northeast Missouri Area Agency on Aging Board. If you would be interested in serving something like that, here's an opportunity for someone. You need to be from the county that you would serve. They also have something called the Silver-Haired Legislature, and that's a group of interested seniors who are elected to serve on a group that meets once a year down at Jeff City for a 3-day period and discusses types of legislation that may be pending that have a large impact on our senior population. Mickey, any other thoughts about, would you recommend to somebody that if they maybe wanted a less physically active type of volunteering, that this would be a good option for them if they were looking for something that involved more of a leadership role or a support role, that this would be a good place for somebody?
Yes, the nonprofits are required by IRS law and often state laws to have a volunteer board. The board is supposed to oversee the organization, and basically they look after it for the good of the stakeholders, which is the clients and the supporters. And this typically, being on a board, will not be a heavily physical activity, although there is sometimes you can be involved in a lot of physical work, but generally it's more of a administrative type position is what it is. But number one, you've got to believe in the organization, and if you're interested, talk to a nonprofit, give them a call or stop by and ask if you could be involved. But we do need people on boards in the community.
Or even talk to a board member if you're aware of somebody who is already serving on that organization or a similar organization, and you think you might be interested in service on a board. By all means, check with somebody, see if it's a good fit for you. And if it's a good fit for you, make your interest known. They may not have an opening right at that time, but most boards are always kind of keeping their eyes and ears open because they know they will have vacancies over time. Most board positions have a 1, 2, or 3 year lifespan, and so not everybody wants to serve more than a single term. So there are opportunities on an ongoing basis. Lots of other opportunities in our area and our communities as well. Keep in mind the work that we've done with the Girl Scouts recently. They're always looking not just for new scouts, but for new leaders and new assistants to help them guide the girls through some of their award programs. We recently had some Silver Award candidates on, and it was a delightful group of girls. We also have had 4-H as one of our featured guests in the past, and that activity as we get into the spring season will become more and more busy as the young people begin to get their projects for the summer. Lots of activities that you could take part in there because there's always youngsters who want to do something that is not a typical 4-H project, and they may need somebody with special skills to supervise that young person in their project. Both nursing homes can use help at any time. Lots of those residents just enjoy having somebody come in and visit with them for a time. I heard recently that there's someone at Lock Haven who wants to play checkers. Are you a checker player? Here's your chance to have a little fun and make somebody's life more fun and less lonely. NECAC and the Literacy Center have asked in the past for some help at their front desk, someone to answer the phone and direct individuals coming through the door so that they get to the right place and the right person for the services that they need. Senior Center and the Agape Cafe like to have drivers to deliver meals. The Agape Cafe is 2 Saturdays a month. And the Senior Center, of course, is 5 weekdays. And even if you didn't want to do it every day, make yourself available as a sub driver. in case one of the drivers is sick or has a family issue or a doctor's appointment, something that would take them away from their normal run that they make on that day. There's so many things that we can become involved in out there, including the Community Child Development Center. Trish Knowles is always welcoming of individuals to come out and work with the young people, read to them, play games with them, visit with them, kind of be a surrogate aunt or uncle or grandparent for an hour or half an hour. We'll give you all the opportunities that come forward. If your organization is planning something, please contact us. We would love to put you on as a featured guest. And don't forget, we're just beginning the Relay for Life activities. If you're interested in starting a team, there will be, along with the other contact information on the screen, information to contact them if you're interested in setting up a Relay for Life team and taking part in that this year. It's a wonderful cause, and I know we all know someone who has been touched by cancer. So let's make that a bigger community project this year. I know they have a goal of twice as many teams as they had last year, so let's see if we can help them meet that goal. Thank you, and so long till next time.
Thanks, Mickey and Jean. You can make a difference.
Are you looking for a new smartphone? Sheridan Valley has you covered with superb choices from your favorite manufacturers. With the best prices in town, we'll make it even easier to get the device you want.
Stop in at any Sheraton Valley wireless location in Brookfield, Salisbury, Moberly, or Macon, and don't forget our agent location in Shelbina to see our full lineup on display.
Or you can always go to the address on the screen, click on the wireless tab to browse online. And don't forget, we also have the iPad Air 2 and Mini 3. These make for great gifts and are a perfect pairing with our amazing 4G LTE nationwide network.
Well, it's that time of year again. Time for shorts, sun, and of course, garage sales. For some people, there is nothing more exciting than driving around the neighborhood and catching a sight of a lawn full of multicolored clothing, vintage vinyl, and sparkling trinkets.
Macon United Methodist Church is hosting a rummage sale this weekend, Friday 5 to 7 and Saturday 7 to noon at 208 Pearl Street in Macon. The youth will be selling baked goods. And Marceline citywide spring garage sales sponsored by the Friends of the Library are this weekend. Maps with the locations can be picked up in Marceline beginning this Wednesday at Carnegie Library, Casey's, Pringer's, and City Hall, or go online to marcelinelibrary.org.
Bevere Black Diamond Preservation Organization is hosting a rummage sale May 2nd for the restoration of the museum. If you have any items to donate to the cause, please drop them off at Bevere City Hall or call Patty Cheever at 773-5540. No clothing, please.
All are invited to the Loners Car Club's 15th annual car show, and it's Sunday, April 26th from 8 to 3 at Seidenstricker's corporate office on East Briggs Drive, right next door to our office. Pre-register your vehicle and save a couple dollars, or come the day of the show.
The museum comes alive Tuesday evening, April 21st. The Macon County Historical Society invites everyone to come out and have fun learning about bygone days in Macon County. Museum exhibits will come to life to give you the real story behind the many fabulous displays, and refreshments will be served.
On April 25th, Open Arms Baptist Church is hosting a women's retreat at the Macon Expo Center from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Guest speaker is Karen Dye from Spirit FM Christian radio station. Karen's real-life experiences, along with her sense of humor, have made her a popular choice among women's groups across the country.
Kimberly Guilford will perform special music. Tickets are available at $10 and includes lunch. They are available at CNR in Macon and Shelbina, or call Lori Jackson at 660-415-7501.
Playing golf brings players many health benefits. Golf can also be a great way to keep in touch with friends, help in reducing stress, provide opportunities to meet new people, and when playing in an area tournament to raise money for a great cause, helps develop a sense of community connectedness.
Several such tournaments are taking place in our area. Cairo Bearcats Booster Club is hosting a golf tournament April 25th at Heritage Golf Course in Moberly. Contact Keith Bosch as soon as possible, as the deadline to get your team signed up is now.
Keithsville Fire Department is hosting a golf tournament May 9th, and the Macon Chamber of Commerce Chamber Challenge is May 15th. Mark your calendars for these, and we will bring you more details as these tournaments come up in the next few weeks.
Sheridan Valley Television's new shows this week include Tammy's Kitchen with breakfast goodies, Donkey Basketball at Atlanta, and I was there and filmed that, and that is so funny. And Real Sports Outdoors with Leighton Reed, March Madness.
Also, check out CVTV's YouTube channel for all your favorite CVTV programs at the click of a button. Simply click on the YouTube icon on Sheridan Valley's homepage.
Everyone likes surprises, right? Our quote this week comes from Loretta Lynn, country music singer, songwriter, whose work spans more than 50 years and who celebrates her 83rd birthday this week. I've been around a long time, and life still has a whole lot of surprises for me.
Well, with 4 kids at home, I get a surprise just about every day with one way or another, so come to expect them.
Well, that's it for now for the Sheridan Valley Channel and Darren Elzars. I'm Donna Bell, and we thank you for sharing a part of your day with us.
Stay tuned, another CVTV program is coming up shortly.